Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. It's been quite a few weeks since I've done a video, so I'm just trying to remember where everything goes and what I'm meant to do. I'm a little bit tired and out of it this morning. We had a big day yesterday and I'm still getting over it, recovering. It's funny how what constitutes a big day in my life now is not quite what it used to be. We took our 3 dogs to the vets yesterday for their annual shots, and there was an incident with a black Labrador who thought that she should be driving the car, or at least sitting on the driver's lap, and so she made a dash from the side of the car she was meant to be on to the driver's seat, and I was the lucky one that had to wrestle 35 kilos of determined black Labrador back to the right side of the car. So I've ended up with some really bad scratches all down my leg and a tiny bit of a black eye, weirdly enough, where she conked me on the head. So she's in the bad books, and I'm very glad that we only have to do that trip to the vets once a year. We have one of our dogs has got severe car sickness. One of the 2 puppies, they're both 2 now. Not really puppies, they still act like they are. But anyway, as a consequence, neither of them go in the car very much, and they've just never got used to traveling in the car. So it was probably a panic attack on her end, and I should probably be really caring about it. But seeing it looks like someone attacked my legs, and I'm sporting a black eye, not feeling the love so much. Anyway, with these videos, I'm determined today to work out how to post them to YouTube rather than my website, which is rapidly decreasing in storage space, and I refuse to pay for any more. So that was part of my delay in videoing the last couple of weeks, but also I haven't printed either. So for various reasons, buying a caravan last weekend, I just was really not in the mood, and went with the flow and spent most of the day in bed. So there you go. This week has been a good week. It's been really crazy busy, but the lovely people at Humans in Geelong did a little article on paper women and me, and so there's been lots of social media stuff, and I get out of the habit of that sometimes, but it was really nice to get such positive feedback from so many people. Some people I haven't heard from for a little while as well, and that's always lovely to realise that people are still interested and still care. And as a wonderful consequence of that, well, not wonderful, it's always really funny with paper women submissions, because obviously you don't want them. You want a world where abuse doesn't touch people, it just doesn't exist. But at the same time, for the purposes of paper women, that's what I'm trying to do, trying to reach as many women as possible and give them a chance to put their stories and experiences on paper as a permanent record of what has happened to them, and as a marker of what's gone wrong in their lives, but what is happening to also other women and what we want to stop from happening. So anyway, I got 3 responses this week, and so I've been printing those today. The artwork is still up at the Rosedale Community Centre, so hopefully I'll get these made up in time to add them to that exhibition. And then the exhibition the artwork rolls over to Cloverdale Community Centre after that for kind of the end of September, I think. We've got yet to firm up dates, and then October. I've been having some amazing, it's like almost like a domino effect, I guess. So I think I'm really worried about this artwork, and I'm worried because I couldn't seem to get it out there, and it's not that I had to convince people to give me responses, but in some ways I did. It convinced me to trust me that the artwork was going to do the right thing and honour these stories as distinct from, I don't know what else it could have done, but anyway, so I think that the more it goes on, the more momentum it's creating of its own, and that's great. And the more momentum, hopefully, again, not hopefully, but well, the submissions are, the experiences are out there happening, so hopefully I can get them on paper and help people through that mechanism. So rather than hope that, yeah, those wishing that those women didn't have a story to tell, but honouring the story that they've got to tell. It's a weird space to be in. So anyway, yeah, so where was I? So after Cloverdale, at the end of the year, it looks as if, it seems that we're going to have a little exhibition at the Space Gallery in Newtown, which is wonderful. I'm really excited about that. It's a commercial gallery, so it'll be a little bit different for this artwork, but I'm teaming up with some lovely other artists who are part of GEXA, which is the Geelong Experimental Artists. It's kind of like a little group. And so, so I'm looking forward to sharing that space with them, and yeah, it'll be great. Hopefully, might even try and do kind of an open workshop where people could, if they wanted, submit their story or experience and print it up themselves and contribute that to the artwork. So fingers crossed that all comes together. And then I've also got confirmation back that the Geelong West Neighbourhood Centre is happy to have the artwork, and Oxygen TAFE happy to have the artwork, and in discussions at the moment with Analog Academy, which is just the coolest little place. It just always astounds me that Geelong has these little pockets. It shouldn't. Geelong is much hipper than it used to be, but it still astounds the person that I was who moved here and couldn't find places to eat or coffee to drink or, you know, anything really. Even then I was probably looking in the wrong spots, but all the stuff I used to go to Melbourne for, I can now find here, and that just makes my heart happy. So yeah, Analog Academy, and also in talks with Centrepoint Arcade, that's Creative Geelong, and they have some spaces in Centrepoint Arcade that might work. So it seems to be gathering its own momentum, which is freaking awesome. I hope that you are okay wherever you are and whatever you're doing. I promised myself I'd make this video short, so at least if I fail on YouTube, I can actually fit it on my website, so I will keep going. Oh, the other thing I'm doing is hand colouring prints again, which I've really gotten back into. It's been a long time since I've hand coloured prints for enjoyment, so because there's no deadline on these ones, because this is one I'm going to frame personally, I'm really kind of getting back into mixing the colours and stuff, so that's kind of a nice little surprise. I found myself smiling as I was doing it this morning, rather than just like, oh my god, I've got to get this done. So that's nice too. Oh, and I went on a tangent. I'll stop talking. I hope you're really well. I hope that you're in as good a space as possible, and if you're not doing okay, I hope you have mechanisms and people around you that can support you and look after you. So take good care, and hopefully I'll work out the YouTube channel, and I'll be able to chat next week at my leisure. Oh my god, you'll probably get 20 minutes in. Anyway, cool. Night. Bye.